I practiced law for a couple years in Metro Atlanta, some very rural counties outside of Atlanta. And I still remember going to court, having on my suit, having my files in my hand, dressed the whole part, and standing in line outside of the courthouse in the line so there's a separate line for attorneys, and standing in the attorney's line and having the sheriff walk up to me and say, "Hey, this line is for attorneys." And I'm like, yeah, and that's why I'm here. But it was just this assumption, just from looking at me, not even know me from, anyone, just looking at me decided that I didn't belong there. So I've been really on this professionally, on this, challenging what it is we think a lawyer, what does a lawyer look like, right? Even, not just what their race or their gender, but what they wear, how much emphasis we put on professionalism by proxy of appearance, right? Like that appearance is some kind of proxy for professionalism, and it's not. You can wear a suit and be very ethical and very unprofessional. So I've thought a lot about that. I've talked a lot about that, and I want to, in the capacity I am in now, challenge really what we think about what a professional looks like, what a lawyer looks like.
Yeah, I have a friend who is a practicing attorney, a black woman, and we were talking about a month or so ago about everything's been virtual now, and so she still throws on her sports coat, and she's still dressed at least waist up, right, as you would expect a professional, quote unquote, to dress. And she's talked about some of the folks that don't feel that pressure and how they kind of show up as attorneys, and it baffles her, because there's still that sort of double standard when it comes to that. And then I think that professional Black people, I'll speak for myself, and maybe you feel the same way, Renee, I don't feel like I can get away with certain attire, even in a Zoom call, even when I'm meeting with my colleagues. If I'm on camera with them, I have a collar on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, definitely. I agree. I think there is, I'm conscious of that. And I think being at home and teaching on WebEx, I think I felt a lot more relaxed. And I think maybe my students have appreciated that. But there's still, I understand the boundaries of even me being in a more relaxed space. Yeah. And that, for the most part, it's still business from the waist up, and yeah. Who knows what's going on elsewhere, but
it's right. Not there. No, there's nobody's right. Business.
Right. But yeah, I don't think that, I just don't think that that I have the luxury of showing up and not at least looking the part, whatever that stereotypical part is. Yeah. Because I think, and I write about this, I think Black women, unfortunately, are presumed to be incompetent. And so when I show up, the presumption is I'm not qualified, competent, capable. And I have to do the work then to demonstrate that I am. I don't just get that presumption, because of my education or because of my job title, that I actually have to work to build some of that credibility. And part of that, I acknowledge, starts with my appearance. Whether I like it or not, that's just the world we live in.